Jai Jagannatha. Namagyanatimmirandasya jnananjana sulaka chakranimilitam jena tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. All glories to Sri Radhe. So, thank you very much for watching this video. This is a very special video that the chariot of the Lord Jagannath stopped in many instances, and why it has stopped, So, this very interesting incident. It is recorded in the record book of Jagannath Temple. So we'll discuss on that part because, as you know, Jagannath Ratha Yatra is near approaching. So everybody is very much excited to attend this this grand spectacle of the world, where the Lord Jagannath comes out from the inner sanctum to the outside world to mount on the richly unnetly chariot to bless everyone actually. So, but in many instances, the Lord of Chariot on the way actually it has stopped. So, the Lord, who is the universe, who is the master of the universe, Lord of the universe, his chariot has stopped. And what made who brought this Lord Chariot to be stopped? That is to be understood and realized. This wonderful activities of the Lord is very much enduring. It is say that Sukadeva Goswami said that the activities of the Lord is actually gateway to liberation. Simply by hearing it, you can get the liberation actually. Satang prasangam mama vidya samminda bhavanti rasana bhavanti hutkanna rasana kathaha tajjosnada pavarga vartamani sadaratir bhaktir anukram istati. So this mama vidya samminda, the wonderful activities of the Lord, if you hear, that will be so beneficial. So yat kirtanam, yat smaranam, yat ikkhanam, everything is very auspicious by hearing this sarvanam, kirtanam, smandanam. Yat Sukadeva Goswami is explaining that tasmai subhadra sarvas. Subhadra means all auspicious, all auspicious. So what happened? So India is under the subjugation of Mughal Empire 800 years, and under the British 200 years. During early 17th century, there was there's a Mughal king, Jahangir. He was ruling actually, and in his army soldier under the Raj Man Singh, there was a Lal Beg. His name is Lal Beg actually. So he was ruling in Cuttack actually that time. And he came to Puri, and while returning from Puri, he saw a widow Brahmins, and he abducted. That was the process method, and they are abducted and got married to these widow Brahmins from Puri. Particular that place is now also still there. That is called Dandamukundapur near Pipili. So then from there is a devotee, a great Vaishnava poet of Orissa called Salabega. He was born, and during this early childhood, because his mother induced him to become pray, worship the Jagannath, and chant the name of the Jagannath. So he developed that attraction, the prima facie attraction, or the preliminary attraction. But one day he was suffered from a very prolonged disease, incurable disease. So his mother induced him to pray Jagannath, and he was cured. After that, his faith has become more developed, and he left actually rather ostracized from the home and community because of his ardent devotion. He came to Puri, and he dedicated his life to glorify the Lord. He was a Vaishnava poet. He has written many poet glorification of the Lord Jagannath. So one day he went to Vrindavan to see the Lord, and before the Puri Jagannath Ratha Yatra, and while he was returning from the Vrindavan, on the way he was very seriously ill. 750 miles away from the Puri, he was very seriously ill, and he was praying that Lord, that because the Jagannatha Ratha Yatra is approaching, he was so much eagerly awaiting to see the Lord on the chariot. So he wanted to reach before the Jagannatha Ratha Yatra, or on that day of Jagannatha Ratha Yatra, so that he can see the Lord. That interest, that ardent desire was there. So, but on the way, unfortunately, he got sick, and he could not come actually. So he was praying the Lord in very nice poet Odia. I will translate and how the Jagannath chariot stopped actually. So he was praying with so much unprecedented, ecstasy, or so much ardent devotions, dedication, that Jagabandhu he Gosai Tumba Sri Charana Binu Anya Gati Nahi. That means Jagabandhu means the friend of the world, friend of every living entity. Actually, indeed, he is the friend of every living entity, Jagannath. Tumba Sri Charana Binu. Without your lotus feet, there is no other destination. There is no other shelter. It is true, actually. So Lord, lotus feet is the sonam banam of life. It is the most important things, actually. Without that, there is no other shelter. As it is said in Bhagavatam, samasita pada pallava plavam. Punnajasa Mahatapadam Punyajasa Murari Bhavambadu Vachapadam Paramapadam Padam Padam Vipadam Natiti Sa. So the whole material existence, material world is like an ocean, ocean of this ocean of miseries. And to cross this, we need to take the boat, and that boat is nothing but the shelter of the Lord Jagannath. So he's telling you, without shelter of this your lotus feet, there is no other destination. There is no other way we can get out from this material ocean without the boat, without the shelter of this lotus feet of the Lord. So there are so many verses glorifying the lotus feet of the Lord, because there is only shelter, only Lord can rescue us. So then he's telling that he's describing this chariot festival is so beautiful that Ratha chari pase lambe mukutara dhara jhalamala disuthai prabhu chakadola. Ratha, the chariot on that day, on the day of Ratha is beautifully decorated. Beautiful decorated. There are 3 Ratha actually. Nandigosa Ratha, Jagannath Ratha is called Nandigosa. It has got 45 feet actually and 16 wheels. And Baladeva Ratha is called Taladhajya Ratha. It has got 44 feet height and 14 wheels. And Subhadra Ratha is called Devadalana or Darpadalana. It has got 43 feet height and 12 wheels. It is a very gigantic chariot who stationed on the station to awaiting eagerly to receive the Lord Jagannath. So this Ratha was festooned with 4 ropes actually, for pulling actually. And Ratha, he is telling that, my Lord, you look so brilliant, so scintillating, jhalamala scintillating on the chariot. So he is describing this whole narration of Ratha Yatra when Lord comes out from the sanctum with a very step by step movement, along with accompanying with the goggles, symbols, and chanting of the Jagannath and Mahamantra. That Lord, that is technically called Pahandi. And finally he comes to the chariot and sits on the chariot, and he looks so brilliant, so scintillating. Very beautiful Lord. Very beautifully. It's very unique scene. Very unique scene. Very spectacle, grandest spectacle of the Lord. And because whole festival is such like that humongous crowd. 1 million crowd congregated at Puri, which is more than this, population of some of the country, some of the important country actually. So 1 million people, humongous crowd, they're waiting to see the Lord Jagannath. And after that he is praying that, my Lord, the Baladeva first comes. Actually the Ratha, pulling up Ratha, Baladeva Ratha, the Taladhara Ratha, it comes fast. And in the middle comes the Subhadra Ratha, and Subhadra comes in the middle. And finally comes the Age Chale Balabhadra Madhe Chanda Mohira Asuchi Kaliya Pacha. The Kaliya, this Jagannath is called darling of the devotee. It's very dear to the devotee. He comes the rear with fun and fair. He doesn't come in just like Baladev and Subhadra. He comes with a lot of crowd, jostling crowd. Everybody is awaiting that climax moment to pull the chariot of Jagannath. That is the unprecedented ecstasy, And finally he tells that, my Lord, what to do? I'm so unfortunate. 75 miles, satasa potasa koso chalina. I cannot walk. I'm away from 75 miles. I'm awaiting because of my ailment. I could not come and see the beautiful chariot festival. I cannot pull your chariot. I cannot see you. Satasa posasa koso chalina from Mohu Jiva. My Lord, I pray that until I go, please stop in the chariot. So he's telling, my Lord, I will go on to see. So Lord, and what happened that in 17th century early, and Jagannath Ratha Yatra stopped in the middle. That is called, there's a place called Baligandi. And every year Ratha Yatra stops there for 2 minutes to honor this devotee, Bhakta Salaveka. And stop. Why the Lord stopped? Because Lord said that, no. I will actually, aham bhakta paradhina. Chapter 9, he is speaking to Durvasa Muni. Aham bhakta paradhina, he aswatantra, ivhadityo. I am bhakta paradhina. I am always dependent. I am not independent. I am always dependent with the will of the devotees. That is Lord. Lord, this stalwart personality like Lord Brahma, Lord Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, everybody is under the control of the Lord. Rama Sambhu Brahma Rapati Ganesar Chittapada Jagannatha Swami Naina Patagami. Brahma, Rama, the Lakshmi, Brahma, Rama Sambhu, the Lord Shiva, Rama, Brahma, Surapati, this Indra, Ganesar, Lord Ganesh, everybody at the feet of Jagannath. Everybody under the control of Jagannath. But here Jagannath is saying, no. I am Sandatra. So I am Aham Bhakta Paradhinaya Swatantra Ivadijo. Brahmana, I am not dependent. I am not dependent at all. I am dependent on my will of the devotee. Devotee is praying, my Lord, you stop the chariot until I go. So Lord Chariot stopped, the Nandigosa stopped in the middle actually, until the devotee comes and see the Lord. That was this incident happened. And because due to the transcendental qualification of the devotee, Lord said that sadhu bir gasta hudaye bhaktir bhakta jana priya, because they are carrying me. They are always, I'm always in the heart of the devotee because of their transcendental qualification. Because they are anyavyasita sunyam. They don't have any material desire. They only desire mama janmani sare bhavatat bhaktir haikutitre. Only to serve the Lord at most, at best. That is the desire. So Bhakta Salaveka is a very ardent devotee. He's a first class devotee. He always dedicated his life glorifying the Lord Jagannath. So he is praying that, my Lord, please stop the chariot until I go see you. He so much wanted to see the Lord, who looks so brilliant, so scintillating, so spectacular, so glorious on the chariot. And the chariot is beautifully decorated with the festoon, the ropes and beautiful canopies, and a gigantic chariot, So he wanted to see the Lord, and pull the chariot. And therefore he is praying, my Lord, please stop. And Lord stopped the chariot. And the next day he was been brought. And until then, Lord Chariot stopped in that particular place on the way to Mausima temple near the Gundicha temple, actually. That is a place called Baligunda. He stopped, and next day Lord moved that. And this stopping of chariot had been occurred in many times, actually, has been occurred many times. Even during Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu time, Chaitanya Charitamrita, we have read that many times the Rath has stopped and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu pulled it, pushed the chariot to move, actually. So this is what the devotion, this is what the wonderful activities of the Lord and his devotees, actually. So Ratha Yatra is such a festival, sanctity of the festival. One who comes with a great ecstasy, with a sincere praying and sincere devotion, Lord always fulfill his desire, whether it is spiritual or material. This is very much, Lord is in a very vacational mood. When we are in vacational mood, we are so happy mood. And we give everything. And those who are really ardently devoted, and the Lord is very, very favorably disposed, actually. So we request you, and Singapore, it is June 30th, do not miss this Ratha Yatra festival. Lord himself comes out from the inner sanctum to bless us. And if somebody is coming as a personality like Supreme Personality Godhead, one must come along with his family, call everybody. It's not a humongous crowd to welcome him. That is a general etiquette, actually. And Lord is not as ordinary person, like sometimes ordinary personality, sports personality, film personality come, and we have so many gatherings. But why not the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Jagannatha, Lord of the universe. His Jagannatha, everything is about the Lord is grandeur. His Bada Thakur, the great Supreme Lord. His grand avenue where the Ratha rolls, that is called Bada Danda, the grand avenue. Everything is about Lord, is grand, actually. Bada Devula, his temple is called Bada, means grand Devula. Bada Panda, his worshipper is called Bada, great, grandeur. Bada Sevaka, his Sevaka also, servitors are very big. His Prasadam is called Mahaprasada. Mahadodi, Samudra, the ocean is called Mahadodi. Everything about the Lord is very grandeur. So that grand Lord, we must show respect and must come and attend the ceremony along with our friends and invite everyone and give a very warm and very devotional reception to the Lord. Thank you very much. Jai Jagannath. See you on June 30th, Jagannatha Ratha Yatra Festival Day at Hogang Stadium after 5 p.m. Jai Jagannath. Jai Jagannath.